Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. In this video, I want to show you how to make the stance of your F-250 looks better. I'm not sure if you're aware or not, but the width of your rear wheels, base, and the front are different. I believe that most of the heavy-duty pickup trucks are designed this way. The wheelbase are shorter in the back versus the front, and when I looked it up, the reason for that is it's supposed to help to improve stability. I'm not sure if that's true, since you have these dualies that are so much wider and in the back, and they're going just fine. So I'm going to attempt to correct that by adding a spacer in the rear to make everything even out, make the truck looks better. Now I'm going to walk around the truck and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. It just doesn't look right to me. So I'm going to make this correction. I'll show you step by step how to get this done. Okay, so this truck has a 6-inch lift. It has 37-inch tires and a pretty good offset. So you can see that the front wheel is kind of flush, or maybe even sticks out just a little bit, and that's the way I like it. I don't like them to stick out too far. But now if you look at the back, it's actually recessed in about 1 inch. And it just doesn't look right to me. I do like the wheel to be flush with the fender. And especially when I had these fender flares on the outside, it just make the wheel recess in even further. So that just doesn't look good, right to me. Now you look at the rear wheel and then you look at the front, it clearly sticks out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 inch wheel spacer to both sides, so the rear is going to increase by 2 inches, but I'm not going to put wheel spacers in the front, because I think the front doesn't really need to stick out any more, and then by extending the rear you kind of just make everything even out. Now I'm going to do some test drive on different speeds, and I'll give you guys feedback to see if it changed the handling at all, which I don't think it will. Like I said, the dualies having wheels so much wider in the back, and nobody complains about handling. So I'll give you that update when I get the spacers on. But for now, I'll give you the details on how to add spacers and install it properly. I want to go over something real quick with you guys before we get things started. Now, to remove the rear wheel, this is what you need to do first. So you're gonna have to put wheel chocks on both sides of your tire. Reason for that is that your parking brakes are back there, and with that not being on the ground, this is for you to rotate. So you just want to make sure that you put a wheel chock on it, just for an additional safety. And now I'll show you the best way to put your jack stance. Now you guys have a 3/4 ton. It's really a good idea for you to own one of these, and this is a combo, which makes it really nice. So it's got a floor jack that will jack it up, and then this also acts as a jack stand where it locks every time you jacked it up, and then it locks it up, so it's acting as a jack stand. It's totally cool. I really love having these. So I did this for both sides, and now it's really safe to work on your brakes or whatever that you do that you need to take your wheels off. Okay, so now I'm going to put the wheel spacer on. This is a 1 inch wheel spacer, and it comes with the lug nut. So I'm just going to get it. These are hub concentric, so it should fit really well. Yep, so I'm going to get all this lug nuts on there, and then we'll torque it up. And now I'm going to torque it to 165 foot-pound. Now, to be able to torque these, just make sure you set your parking brakes on. That way your rotor doesn't turn, so you can torque them. I thought these are 1 inch spacer, but actually is 1 1/4 inches. I thought I ordered 1 inch. Anyway, so when you order these spacers, just make sure you order a reliable brand. Born Off-Road seems to be a pretty good brand with a lot of good feedback. So I went ahead and I pay quite a bit more than what you pay on eBay, but you know, it's all right. You got to get a good brand because you want this stuff to work reliably. Now, since this bolt's sticking out like this far, you just want to make sure that your wheel have enough room to accommodate this. And my aftermarket wheel, I measure the depth on here from the inside to the flange, and it is much longer than what this is poking out. So I know it's safe, but for you guys, if you want to do this, just make sure that you do this check, because you don't want this to rest on your wheel, and then you're gonna have a major problem with vibrations. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels on, and then we'll get the other side done, and we'll take it out for a test drive. Check out the stance now with an 1.25" extension from each side on the rear. They're looking so good right now. So front and back offsets are like identical. Looks great. Now let's go back here. Yeah, you can see it's like flush, or even sticks out a little bit, which is exactly what I wanted. Now let's look for the back. Definitely having a really cool stance. Like it a lot. Gonna do a complete walk around. There we go. All right, let's take it out for a quick test drive to see if the handling is changing. Well, so far so good. You can see, got it up to about 48 miles an hour. I mean, everything is handling really well. I don't see anything different at all. All right, when it's straight out, I'm gonna see if I can go a little bit faster. The handle's the same around the curve, so this is good news. Wow, it pulls real nice. Well, I came back from the test drive, and the truck handles just fine. I drove at different speeds going around the curves, and I even put it on a highway for a little bit. I couldn't really feel anything different, so don't worry about adding the spacer. It's not going to change the handling. It'll make your truck look so much better. I'm glad I get it done. I appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.